welcome to the channel Bob Sales this time's next year. The veve app are dropping another set of exclusive Marvel Mighties. This time it is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The drop itself takes place Wednesday the 24th, 8 AM PT, which of course you know by now is 4 PM UK time. This drop will be a blind box format and the list price is going to be 13 gems. There are 6 collectibles available on the day and a further airdrop will be dropped to those that hold the set by the 31st of May. Of course, first public mint for sale is going to be 41 and a total of 90 editions will be held by veve and the licensed source. So with all that being said, let's take a look at the items themselves. So the common Peter Quill variation is actually going to be minting 4,200 editions. The uncommon Groot's going to be minting 3,300 editions. Mantis will be minting 2,400 as well. Nebula's actually minting the same at 2,400. Drax will be minting 1,500. Now the secret rare Cosmo will be minting 850 editions. And of course, last but not least, the airdrop, which of course is Rocket Raccoon. I think all of these apart from Groot are FAs, which I really don't like them doing the Mighty Marvels as FAs, I must say. Now with the Marvel Mighties drops, I would normally say they're worth a punt. You can't really lose too much if you do lose at all. But going for the airdrops is a little bit different. The prices can move dramatically sometimes and sometimes not at all. So it's definitely very hard to predict. However, after all this time in veve, we have had multiple experiences with multiple Marvel Mighty sets. Now I must say, stripping it all back and looking at the Mighty Marvels themselves, they're probably the worst Mighties on the app. So Drax and Nebula, for instance, I don't like Drax, he's too simple. And Nebula, you can't even see it's a robot droid in my opinion. And Groot's forehead and nose and the style of it, I'm not sure we needed that. Now the last couple of days I've seen so many people that's in agreement with this, and I personally don't think this is going to sell out. I mean, even Cosmos itself don't even have the mantle of being the FA dog, but sometimes small little things do help carry the item. Now of course the selling point is probably the airdrop, but in our past experience, is it going to be worth going for the airdrop? So I think we'll use the Ant-Man set as an example. So with this one, I currently have 2 left and I cannot sell them for half the price I paid. And I must say, 2 of them collectibles had helmets that were removable and they look 10 times better than the Mighties we're about to get. Also with this set, the airdrop of the cream egg, shall we say, did look better than the airdrop for this. Although the Rocket Raccoon is probably the better one out of the set, the cream eggs still look better. And of course we all know the trend of airdrop by now. If you don't dump them straight away, they will half in value. And one of the other things going for the egg, it did have meme factor to it. Now the cream egg airdrop actually sat at 20 gems for month. Now after MCP come out, it did kind of go up slightly, and then after this Marvel set was announced, it went up again. But I mean, the floor is still sat at 35 gems. So if you're not after the whole set and you just want the airdrop, I do believe it will be cheaper to buy one once it's all said and done. Now the Marvel Mighties definitely have a fan base in the app. I think there's only one Mighty at the minute with a floor of 150, the rest are all under 50, but I do think the items, the design themselves on this has let it down. So that was one of the cheaper examples of Marvel Mighties gone wrong. So we should talk about the weird movement on the Black Panther set. Now the airdrop for this one was Siri. At one point Neymar went up to 700 to 1k. If I remember rightly, it's sitting in the veve app about 145 now, and the Black Panther Siri airdrop is only sat at 250. Now bearing in mind, if you did buy this early, if you did buy it off the drop, you made a fortune if you was to sell. But I do personally know a few people that brought in at the high point and lost a lot of money. So normally I'd say this is a risk-free drop, but this time I'm going to advise acting with caution. Now the other thing I would say is you only lose when you sell, and I do think with the Marvel Mighties the best option is probably just to hold them. Now I am going to roll the dice on the item for one box. So as always, I've been your host Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.